And a very good evening to you from the Winterslag Stadium in Belgium. This is supposed to be a football pitch you're looking at, but from here it's more like the mud flats on the Solway Firth. There's been torrential rain in Brussels for the past fortnight, and now this notorious pitch is thick with mud. Jim McLean has made an official complaint to UEFA and said that the pitch, in his opinion, is unplayable, and I totally agree with him. But the match is going on, even though it seems to me that you can hardly play normal football, and especially not a high-class European game in such conditions. McLean's attitude is it will simply now be a lottery. And there is a team that did so well by knocking Arsenal out of the tournament. They are all semi-professional players. They have two internationals, number 6 Albertson from Norway and Carlos Weiss from Luxembourg. Dundee United have only one change. It's a forced change, with Billy Kirkwood, in fact, being suspended for this match, and into his place comes Richard Gough. And I think United will miss Billy Kirkwood on an evening like this, because he usually does the work of two men. But apart from that, United along the normal lines, and I think it'll be interesting to see how Paul Sturrock relates to a pitch like that. Well, there's the referee from Switzerland, Herr Galler. That's the man who came out at 12 o'clock today, ran around the pitch and declared it playable. And one can only hope that they're able to kick the ball off that spot, because that's about the worst area. Now, that is visible. There are other parts of the ground where it is very marshy. It isn't seen so much, particularly away on the far side. And off we go. And it's going to be very interesting to see how United adapt to this. The Belgian commentator was telling me that Winterslag are used to playing in such conditions, and this may have been the reason Arsenal found it very difficult to get a result. And that's the free kick. Very quickly taken, and Thijs, one of the schemers in this team, hooked down there by Bilan. A tight, compact little ground, about 12,000, 13,000 people in it at the moment. Their side got a rousing reception coming on, because I think they stunned everybody in Belgium by knocking Arsenal out of the cup. Very good turning there by Denier. Ian Phillip right away with it. I do apologise for that pillar in the way, but it is a small ground here, and we're rather squeezed in between the pillars. Way in that far side, Thijs. Picked up there by Weiss. Now I think United, quite rightly, look at the ball sticking in the mud there. Sturrock almost got on top of it. I think United will adopt a very careful, studied approach to this to start off with. Oh, the sandwich. Vicious tackling, and I'm told about this team, they are very, very physical. Indeed, the goalkeeper is nicknamed Tarzan, and walked aptly to his name by almost sizing a player in the game against Antwerp and being sent off. Ralph Milne on one of the drier areas of this pitch. Touched away there by Billen. And he looks as if he's overstretched himself. This is the most dangerous player in their side, by the way. He's the man who scored a goal against Arsenal. Very attacking fullback. Hooked well in. And down goes Tarzan de Bruyne. Man with a tempestuous temperament, I'm told. Nicely chested down there by Thijs. I think that midfield area will become quite impossible and impassable in the second half. Eamon Bannon line, very deep indeed. Sturrock went wide. It's a good area of the ground for Sturrock. That's a lovely pass in there. It's beautifully taken. De Bruyne. Yeah, a bit of nudging there by Ian Phillip. That was very quickly taken, in fact, too quickly. Ball was never stationary. That's the referee. I must say his pitch inspection was a joke today. I got the impression he was frightened he would get his boots dirty. He didn't go on the worst parts, just ran around the perimeter virtually. Much to the amusement of the press corps, who was standing waiting for his decision. Free kick. Taken that by Vice. That's a good-looking ball. Neatly swept away there. It was Derek Stark who came across. Touched in there by Denier. Oh, forced through by Berger. Looking very strong. Neri a little bit under pressure, and that's a corner kick. Hegarty and Neri together, just forced out of position. Looking just that little bit rattled. Eamon Bannon at the post. He's been lying deep. And how deep can you get when he's standing on the goal line and preparing for this corner kick? Well, they can do that all night if they want. And there is Bannon making the break, but the ball from Stark much too hard. Van Lessen all on his own. There'll be a bit of movement in the wings, of course, because it's nothing, no part of this ground is dry, but that's infinitely better. That's a brilliant ball. Sturrock. And free kick, and he's going to get a lot of rough treatment like that from Lambrix. Paul Lambrix, a big figure there, long hair, is a lecturer in a local college. And a bit of lecturing by the referee. That's a free kick to United. Paul Hegarty. I imagine Mr. McLean, judging from the shouts in the background, is going to be a little bit hoarse by the end of the game. Nothing surprising. Eamon Bannon, great save. Superbly taken free kick all the same. He took his time about it, looked up, saw the target, went forward and curled that in with some strength, and a good save by the keeper. The corner. United going forward in 4 men in the box there. Now they've got to watch the break. That's a good interception. Goff, beautiful ball. Ralph Milne. Brilliant tackle though by Lambrix. Now beginning to come into zone. The way goes Paul Denier. The bad ball. Almost stopping in midway again. There's Sturrock on the break. It's a bit of dry ground there, I think. He turns so well and again and gets the corner, and he stretched the defence. Sturrock, and they have him marked off here in Belgium as a marvellous player. Exciting and penetrating when he does that sort of thing. Watch the jump. Hegarty was up. Need a breakdown, and Richard Goff all underneath that. That is not Ralph Milne, I may say. Right off the top of Stark's head. That's the kind of mistake, of course, that can let somebody in. Eamon Bannon totally fluffing that. And I think the numbers on the shits will disappear very shortly. They're becoming mud bespattered. Albertson on the right. This is Houben, Patrick Houben. Played in the Belgian Olympic team. Dangerous to play the ball around like that when you've got Dodds and Sturrock coming forward. Houben, as I said, both fullbacks attack a lot. Billen. United all behind the ball except Sturrock. Philip going across there, and that's a loose ball. Brought down well by Albertson. Eamon Bannon staying with him, jockeying with them, and that's a loose one. First clear shot at goal, really, and doesn't really bother Hamish McAlpin. Well, they built up the move well. Let's say Albertson in there. Trifle fortunate getting the deflection, and ties could do nothing other than slip it forward. Picked up there by Bergen. Well, that's a good-looking ball, and number 11, Willy van Vorkum, about 2 or 3 yards offside. Van Vorkum, by the way, I think you can see that he's only played 5 games this season. It's a serious cartilage operation, and came on for the first time in a long time for 25 minutes last week, and I think he'll find it tough going tonight in this pitch. Milne got the break, got on the right side of his man. There is Milne. David Dodds was following up. Elbow used, free kick. And things at this stage, with we're halfway through the first half, are going very placidly for United. They need feel no concern, I would have thought. Milne. Can't quite understand why he played that so hastily. Eamon Bannon wanted to return and just kept it. There's Milne. There's the curling ball. David Dodds. He wasn't far away from that one. The clearest threat that the United have had so far. There we are, neat ball inside, it curled round, and David Dodds seemed to let the goalkeeper go away to the side, even though he wasn't going to get it cleanly. That was a clear chance, gone a begging. Oh, that's a wild one. The referee warning figure there as Albertson goes down, the Norwegian internationalist. That is a free kick. United have done well in the air like that. Sturrock, Hegarty and Paul Sturrock. Beautiful ball. Now watch the pace of Milne. It's cut off there by Billen. Milne was really tramping, and United going forward again. I like the way that Dodds followed up Milne there, but the break here by number 10, Weiss. Way to the far side, Albertson. There's a good chip ball, and Hamish McAlpin. Bit of courage there because the boot was up coming in. It was Berger that was very close to it. That was a lovely ball. Albertson following up on the right and judging the cross very well. Watch Berger come in. The boot is up. And Hamish McAlpin clutching it gratefully. McAlpin slide on that ball. Looked like a hand to me. There's a protest from a couple of United players. That is Huben. Really forcing his way forward. Free kick. Strong penetrating run by Huben. And they have 3 men in the box. 4 at the side of this, and it looks as if it's Weiss who's going to take it. Albertson is there as well. But in creeps was there's a deflection there. That was in fact taken by Burkham coming forward. With the 3 players available to take that, he stepped forward. Good effective clearance there by Goff. Albertson with the shot and just passed. And I don't think there was any touch from Hamish McAlpin. Good clean shot by Albertson. That was a good position for himself. A lot of power in it, but McAlpin again, I think, had it covered. Pushed there neatly by Tice. And a good tackle. Hegarty following up. That's Pierre Denier. Ball going rather loose. Away though by Milne. I think he got a knock on the leg at the same time. Phillip is there. Virtually everybody in the Dundee United half, and that is a knockwood jump by David Dodds. Free kick. Lambrecht's with it. Well, that's a beautifully touched header there by Albertson. And just away there from Van Voorkom. United for the first time looked rather open there. Suddenly gaps appeared on the left. This is a ball floated in there by Lambrix, and look at the left there. Van Voorkom in that empty space, the ball just going to his wrong side and knocked away. David Dodds is on the left. That is Neri coming forward. He's done that twice. And there is a free kick again. Albertson. He is rough and rather crude in the way he goes into the tackle. And he needn't shake his head. Paul Sturrock should be shaking his head in wonderment at it all. Still in all, I think Jim McLean realised, well, there's a final warning, I would have thought. Jim McLean realised that some of his front runners would get a bit of stick in this game. And the prophecy is coming to pass. Ralph Milne on the left. Neat little run by Milne. That's a good ball. David Dodds just got a touch. And I think in any case he may have been in an offside position as he went into that. There it was to the side. Neat run there, and Dodds coming in may have been offside. I think the linesman had his flag up. Good move by United. Up it goes. It's loose. Van Voorkom. Richard Goff knocks it to the side again. Good looking ball. Calmly taken away though by Lambrix. Bannon neatly to the side. David Dodds. And there goes the half-time whistle. Appropriately, the referee right in the middle of the swamp as he blew his whistle there. And my half-time summary is almost like an apology to everybody, because we expected a fluid, flowing match tonight, particularly when United are involved. They always do it that way. But how can you get that on such a surface? Nevertheless, that is a good score for United at the half-time stage. Well, United, of course, came to Belgium with the intention of trying to beat this team. There was no way they were going to be purely defensive. They were going to play the normal game, as they did when they came to play Borussia Mönchengladbach, where they played extremely well but lost two rather careless goals. And tonight they've shown a lot of initiative in these rather bizarre conditions. It's beginning to look as if the Eton Wall game could be played out there. This is Huben. Stark easily there. David Dodds. Chipping it down, and that's a good run again by Sturrock. And he's got a bit of dry land there to work on. Pushes it a bit too far. And I think he's been used, I think, in actual fact, this half of the ground, the left half that United are now attacking, is, if anything, relatively better. Turned away there by Huben, wanting to come forward. This is a dangerous man when he gets in. Neri is there. Nobody following up. A bit of pressure on United now. Curled in well, and a rather feckless move there by Van Voorkom. Breaks well. There's a free kick right in front of the penalty area. And the Montpellier thinkers get up. Crowd realizing that there might be something in this for the team. Albertson with the ball, and Weiss. Albertson shaping to take it, so is Weiss. And that's well over from Albertson, from Lambrix, who came up. There he is, the man who was booked, Lambrix. Sturrock. Beautiful move by Sturrock. There is Bannon. That's a good ball across, and it's just sticking in the mud there slightly. It stopped the path of the ball. And the danger is still on and then away behind. But that was a good menacing move by United. Look at it. Sturrock right at the heart of it again. Bannon coming on there. The ball going across. The ball just seemed to stick slightly there. Good header by Holt. Paul Sturrock. Not quite getting it that time. Stark. Sandwich between two players. Looks a bit awkward going for it, and they get a corner kick. Roars of anticipation again from the support. Taken there by Albertson. Tie. Clever move. He decided on the low one, and that was a neatly taken ball, not all that far away, and they looked a bit more positive this half. Bannon not quite getting it, and Stark taking his eye right off it. Oh, good tackle by Bannon. That was a good recovery, good defensive work. Stark, who's looked a bit vulnerable there in the past minute or so, that was a good ball, and they're finished for Calvin from Berger. A dour struggle in midfield in particular in these conditions. A hard grind for both teams, walking away at it, beavering away. Sturrock. And they never know which way this man is going to turn when he gets the ball. Ralph Milne. There was a bit of curl in that too as he put it in, but well covered up. Albertson, a bit short with it. Easily taken by Neri, and a good ball out. David Dodds. How they can keep control at all, I'll never know. Matthew Boland shouting the instructions. His old associate Ernst Happel from Hamburg is here to watch this game tonight, just sitting behind us. And it slides away. Way down the line again. Good running though by David Dodds, and Sturrock going on the outside. Dodds needs a bit of support. Trying to force his way through. Might just have got the penetration. Hegarty watching it. Great header by Hegarty. Clearing, accurate, and there's a bad ball though by Goff. Must have been disappointing for Hegarty to find that header going so strongly that way. And then slackness in the play. Bannon picks it up very well. He's got nobody inside him though, and the tackle, the deft tackle coming in there, I would have thought that Damon Bannon would simply have driven towards that goal line much more strongly. This is Stark. And it's floated and casually taken there by Billen. John Holt, I don't think, knew where that ball was going. And it goes to Milne, that's neatly inside. Richard Goff, Paul Sturrock. Good running by Milne. Look at the way he took that space up. And there is nobody there. Oh, here is Eamon Bannon coming in. There's a good ball across, and it must be no. Why did they not score there? That was Goff, who ought to have put that away with any degree of sharpness. That should have gone in the back of the net. The good ball by Sturrock. The excellent run by Milne. The ball sliding away there. Bannon coming right up on top of it. And he touched it right across there. Look at the double-barreled effort there was going to be to try and get that. And Goff ought to swept it away. Stark just in it. David Dodds. Neatly done. Daintiest of footwork there by David Dodds. And he simply couldn't get away. I think he wanted some support all the same. He found it difficult to turn. And Sturrock, for all that, was breaking very quickly down the middle. Careless. And I must say, I was talking about the Belgians being careless with that ball. It's just once or twice there's been a lapse in concentration by Dundee United, particularly in midfield. Sturrock bravely at that again, but picked up by Denier. Good tackling by John Holt. Away he goes to. Good intelligent play, and Sturrock just beyond. Not much he could do about that. The ball was always picking up acceleration. Weiss. Weiss again. 3 United players. They ought to have cleared it better than that, though. Putting the pressure on again as Hubin comes forward. He's got to try and get that shot in. And picked up as Berger turned on it. And this is where Jim McLean had been saying all along that the most dangerous men in this team would be Hubin and Billen, the fullback, for the way they suddenly attacked. And there he was coming in, big tall player, giving Berger the opportunity to get the shot in. And up comes Eamon Bannon. He had to drive that time. And again, it was held back by the pitch. And I think that ball, in fact, had it gone over the line. Let's have a look, see what the referee's given. No, it is a goal kick. Came in. Well, the referee thought the boot was up very high that time. Milne was certainly not going to make any mistakes. He was accurate and strong with the tackle. 3 minutes remaining. The night of the quagmire, I think we can describe this as more than anything else. And that is all wrong. Well, they've shown no great accuracy in shooting like that, Van Burkum. And all United need to do now is keep possession. And they can go home to Dundee very contented. What worried them, of course, was the pitch. He knew from the outset that they were a better team than Winterslag, but they were a little concerned that Arsenal had a calamitous experience on this same pitch in similar conditions in the previous round, and they spent a very worried afternoon, I can tell you, talking to them in the hotel. But this is Sturrock. Milne, trajectory just too low. That's Milne again. Left foot this time, it's much looser, and back to the goalkeeper, De Bruyne. High, massive clearance, and Stark taking absolutely no chances at all. Was brilliantly brought down, but Milne picks it up. Good anticipation by Milne. Although Billen had picked that off with a toe, brought it down, Milne was on it like a flash. There we are, coming to 30 seconds to go, and that will do United all right if the final whistle goes with that scoreline. Hegarty watching very closely again, missing out that time. There's Stark, he's got to go to it cleanly. Albertson is there. United getting players into the box again to cover. This is centre forward Berger. He gets a bit of support there from the full-back. He comes forward for the 1-2. That's a neat ball. Hamish McAlpin is out. And a great save by McAlpin. An uncanny sense of anticipation about that. That might have won the game for the Belgians. Pressure is still on. And simple as you like. Now he drew on his great experience, McAlpin, to save that. Superb goalkeeping. And United can derive great satisfaction from playing on a bog and playing in